would say it is a recipe for disaster, but in my case, I would hope that it don't work out so I can stay longer. You know what I'm saying? On that stuff. But no, in real life, that don't, it's gonna end bad. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna end bad because, they got a baby and it's, when you got kids involved, people take things to the next level, you know what I'm saying? Because anything can happen when we see each other. It's like that adrenaline, those emotions are bottled up in, and that's his child's mom, and it's just like that's your wife. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm here mainly just to have a good time. So he kind of knows that I'm not serious about her. Like he loves her, I really don't. I'm just keeping it real with you. So, but
the people in the comments said keep Corey employed. Just keep Corey employed.
Oh man, but no, I'm having a great time though, for real.
Yeah, it's so nice. I don't get to see you, Corey, because we don't work together on the show. But it's so nice to see you on screen. We've done other things together, but it's so nice to be on this together. I always feel like with this whole open relationship situation, and Tabitha, you could speak to this too. Like guys can't handle it when females do to them what they do to us. It's a whole different ballgame. Y'all can't take it. Y'all want to go out there and do whatever y'all want to do, but as soon as we pull a you on you,
honey, that's because y'all don't know
how to act.
We not right, Lala.
Yeah. No, you're not. Thank you for admitting it. You're not.
Listen, right. we not right, and it's not fair, because women, you know what I'm saying? Men, we can't. I'm gonna say this stuff. I'm gonna be honest though, Jacob. I'm sorry, but listen, men can do it like 100 times. Women do it once. I hate you. You know what I'm saying? And all the names under the sun. So I get it. That's just the way it works. That's just the way it is. I don't even know. I didn't make up the rules.
I know. But
definitely not built for that kind of. We're not built for that kind of pain at all. We not
right. And I think Jacob,
I done seen a guy before. Back when I was living in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? He caught his girl cheating. This dude, he just bundled up his body like in a winter coat and jumped through a glass window. You know what I'm saying? He was alright. But that was a whole nother thing. But what I'm saying, guys go crazy. They go crazy.
This is true. I mean, I often think, of course, I've been with my husband for a long time, but
that's why I'm like, give us some gems. Talk to us.
This is my belief, right? I believe that women, we are born with wombs because we are natural carriers. We can carry the weight of emotion. We carry the weight of the world, right?
Yes.
And men were not. They were not meant to carry. So they can't handle the things that women can handle, right? That's why you have guys and they be like, Lord, that girl, she done took him back 1,000,000 times. And then she do one thing and he be like, oh, no, I can't do that. I can't do that, right?
It's the pride, a man's pride.
That's right. That's right. So it's just a little bit different. And we are women and we are emotional creatures where men, they don't get attached as quickly as we do, which is their thought process when it comes to women, because they know, just like Emmett, he knows it's a little bit more than just sex. He don't want to admit it. Right. He don't want to admit it, but he knows deep down, like, oh Lord, there's something else happening there that I can't compete with. And then that starts a thing mentally.
Taking that cold breakfast in the morning. Just
right.
You like your coffee.
That was crazy.
Listen, you tried the whole time. Me and my husband was watching that. He was like, "Man, what is he doing? Man, what he doing?"
I was like, "Wow, that was different." When you were like,
Jacob,
you want me to run your shower water for you? I was like,
but look, it usually takes something like that to happen in real life for the man to start doing shit he don't ever. I can cuss him in my bad.
Yeah, you can.
All right. To start doing stuff that he's not normally like used to doing. And it's just like, is it coming from like a real place of like fear? Like, damn, she finally gone this time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I gotta clean my stuff up. You know what I'm saying? So, women are strong, especially black women, man. Y'all are strong. I don't know how y'all.
Okay, but I want to say this, Corey. We are strong, but we tired of y'all keep putting us through shit. All right, we're strong.
That's the character lot.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
It's the character.
We're strong, girl. Just all my guys out there. Stop putting us through so much bullshit, okay?
Just take a breath.
Hey, Lena, love you. We've had enough. So let's talk
about...
But
what y'all doing? Y'all doing something to make us go on what we need to be doing now. Come on.
We just out here trying to love y'all. We just out here trying to love y'all.
We're just trying to love y'all and uplift you guys.
Y'all do it
That's
well.
Right.
So let's talk about, Jacob, let's talk about Duda and that whole scene and everything that happened there. Like, my goodness. What's happening there? Like, what are our thoughts with that whole situation, because that really escalated quickly.
It seems
Very
like
quick.
trying to become a
Hey,
different
Lena.
run away from the past and kind of like create this new clean slate. But I think it's always catching up with him because that's just who he is, you
Right.
know.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he's trying to do more good than bad right now, and he slipped up. He slipped up this one. This is crazy. I remember at the table read or during the Zoom and reading the script, I was like, oh God, they're gonna go crazy.
Right. And then with Jake
Yeah.
walking in like that, and then
Right.
that just adds a whole different twist to it.
Exactly. So he can't tell Gemma. Then it's like he's caught in the middle of just two people that he loved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he just like he don't know what to do. And to see a character his age kind of deal with that sort of pressure and deal with something like that on his shoulders is
And I feel like all the younger kids on this show have been dealing with so much pressure, but just
So
real
much.
life.
Oh,
Real
no,
life. Yo, your skin is glowing.
Lena
Your skin is glowing, Jacob.
What's up, Lena? Shout out to Lena.
Hey.
But I was saying all the younger kids on the show have went through so much this season. But what I love about it is real issues that kids their age are dealing with, being in high school, trying to fit in, dating. You know, his best friend took his girl. He got expelled from school. Like real issues that kids are going through. And that's what I know I love about The Chi, and so many people love about The Chi. It's just rooted in authentic, real stories. And everyone's like, I went through that. I know somebody that went through that. I could relate to that.
Yep, absolutely. That is definitely one of the things. I've been a fan of the show before I ever, joined the cast. And that's the thing that always stuck out to me is that we're telling real stories that happen to children and people every single day.
Yes. So speaking of that, Tabitha, can we talk about the baby situation with,
Freeze. Oh, there she go.
Cayenne, I'm on live. Cayenne keep calling my phone. He's right up the steps. So we want to talk about the baby situation, because that is such a heavy storyline. And for your character, finally feeling like you were completing that void in your life of having a child, and then Keisha wanting her child back. Can we just talk about like your thoughts in preparing that with your character? Like just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, when I first, met Octavia, that character, and understood the journey she was going to go through, I never had to walk in those shoes, right? But I do have friends, and I understand those journeys that are very hard for women to have children. It is a gift to be able to do so, and everyone, unfortunately, is not able. So I took it so serious. But what I can understand is being a woman who is rooted in herself, who understands who she is, even with the bad that comes her way, right? Her journey. And so with the roller coaster, because that's what it felt like, one moment I got the baby, next moment I don't. And so I had to really look at Keisha and understand there's a lot of little, young girls in these situations who they're on an emotional roller coaster as well.
Right.
And so just trying to see her and not take it personal, right? And to understand that what she needs most is someone to see her. And that's really where I tried to pull from is, my life experiences of times that I did not feel seen and what I needed to be okay. And that's really what I wanted to do. And hopefully that I achieved is making her feel seen and heard and not feeling bad about her decision.
You definitely did. And a lot of people were just talking about the advice you gave, because one thing that stuck out for me is when she was like, I thought the baby was going to make me happy. And I feel like a lot of women feel that way. Like, I'm going to have my baby and I'm going to be happy. And you were like, you can make yourself happy. And those words translated for me, for everybody watching, not just someone in that particular situation. But it's like, we have to find ways to make ourselves happy, not through our partners, our children, our job. It's internal. And I think the advice you gave her in that moment was just so deep. And it was like, what did you want to do before all of this? Like, who were you? I thought that was so important.
Yeah, because now that I went through myself personally, right? Because I had a baby young, and I remember I've always wanted to be an actress my entire life since I can remember from about 6 years old. That's always what I've wanted to do. But when I had my daughter early, I thought I can no longer do that. Now I'm a mom. And then I got married young. So I was like, this is my life. And I had to get back to dreaming again and understanding, wait a minute, before I was a wife and somebody's mama, I also wanted to be an actress, right?
Yeah.
And there are a lot of women and men
Mm-hmm.
who things happen in their life and they forget about themselves and they become these titles of new responsibility and they forget that they can also still live, right? They don't have to just do this thing that has happened. And so that was very personal for me, and seeing her and being able to say that. Thank God for Lena to write so perfect for me. That's I just felt like, oh man, Lena been out here in my window and things, but it was just so perfect. And that's so true for so many people. You
It's
know,
so true for so
it's
many
so
people. I
true.
could, by the way, I could just listen to you talk all night. I just sit here like,
Yeah.
I could just listen to you talk all
I
night.
know,
I
right?
have 100 questions. I need advice on every aspect of my life. I just want to sit here and
Come on, girl. You
Well,
come
you,
on
I know
anytime.
you do. You make me happy just watching you. Your teeth all white, your
Oh,
skin perfect.
so good.
You still look
I'm just
young too,
mesmerized.
though.
I'm just
You
sitting here
know.
like this. Like,
thank you. Look, I done had this old soul my whole life. I've been told that. I'm 42, but people be like, Tam, you be seeming like you about 70 years old, but I have been that way my whole life. But Corey, I'm going to tell you this, sir. I saw you many years ago do a talk as an actress. I was at like an actor's workshop, and you talked about your life, and I've been a fan of yours ever since.
Thank you so much.
And we share, common things with our moms. And so I have been just cheering for you for a very long time. So
Thank you. I
kudos to you.
appreciate you.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
absolutely.
I love
I
it.
really
Absolutely.
appreciate that.
And
I'm
Yes.
proud
Tabitha,
of all
we're
y'all, though.
just thank you for just bringing so much justice to the character and just bringing like that authentic and richness to the show.
Oh,
People love you on the show, and it translates, like I said, to the scenes, but just to real life. Like when I heard that, I had to remind myself of that. I think we all need those reminders, at different times. So thank you
yes,
so
we
much for
do.
that. And then
Thank you.
Jacob, I wanted to talk about Emmett looking for this house. So like,
Mm,
when you guys went in to see it, everyone assumed that it was for you and Tiff, but you said it was for your mom. So what does that kind of mean to you with what's happening with Emmett and
yeah.
his thought process of like what he wants to do with his life?
Yeah, I think that Emmett is trying to be a little more selfless. I think he's trying to think more about the people that he loves and what he can do to help out versus just like, putting all his problems on anybody or like talking
Yeah.
in his life. He's like, how can I help my mom in this situation now? Because now his mom is sick and it could possibly be fatal. So he's like, I feel like he's almost feel like he's running out of time, right? It's like
Yeah.
he could go at any minute. I gotta buy you that house. I still gotta do this for you. I still gotta, make you proud. And
Yeah.
I think that's I feel like every daughter and son can sort of relate to those situations where like, man, we want to do stuff for our parents. We want to be able to,
Yeah.
have a home and be comfortable and
I
have
think
enough.
that's like the greatest reward of success is like one, to be able to take care of your family,
Yep.
your mom, your dad, whoever it is, like more than doing for yourself. Like the first time I could actually do something for my mom was like, I didn't care about doing something for myself. It was like the
Yep.
greatest feeling in the world because we know what our parents or whoever our guardians were, all the sacrifices they made to take care of us. So to be able to do that to me is like the greatest gift, not going to buy like another
Yeah,
bracelet, another coat, or something like
yeah.
that.
And it's such a good feeling. It's one of the best feelings ever when you feel like you can just help somebody, in a space where they couldn't help themselves, and you was able to like help them without hurting yourself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In that space of just like my mom is getting older and I'm getting older. It's time for me to cut out a lot of the other things in my life and really focus on my priorities, which is my family.
Right. And I think it's an important lesson just that, people mature at different times. It takes time, but when people feel like they're ready, they're ready. But kind of the problem with Emmett is he became ready and he wanted everybody else to be ready because he was
Right.
ready. And it's like life
Yeah.
doesn't work like that. And so Tiff
Yep.
right now, she's still over there with Corey and them. She's not ready yet.
You ain't
But
ready.
she's not ready yet. But a lot of times people feel like, all right, this is what you wanted from me. Now you got it. So let's do it. But it's like, there are times that it's a day late, dollar short. You know
Come
what I
on
mean?
and preach.
That happens. Day late, dollar short. Not always. So
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting. We got one more episode. How do you? I mean, we kind of know, but how do you guys see it playing out, or what can you tell people to expect for this final episode coming up?
Ooh.
I don't know how to say it without saying. I think that we gonna. I don't know. I feel like I don't know how to say it.
Go out with a bang.
Right.
Gonna see who our characters are, regardless.
The real's gonna. People gonna be exposed. The real from the fake.
Yeah, you can't. No matter your situation, no matter how you want people to change. I think it is what it is. You know, and you gotta. I don't feel like I'm saying too much now.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be one last episode. Super excited. This season has been incredible. I'm honored that we all get to work on such an incredible show. Does anybody want to say anything before we start wrapping it up? Corey, you got anything?
Man, I just want to say I'm proud of you, Lala. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
You know, from working with you before and just kind of getting to talk to you a little bit, you got a great heart. So everything that's happening to you is
Corey.
God sent. You deserve it.
I appreciate that.
You got a great heart, so I'm proud of you. Tabitha, I haven't worked with you yet, but I'm looking forward to it one day. And Jacob,
yes.
You know, hopefully we don't get to fight. I mean, I can't tell everybody what's going to happen yet.
I don't know. I think that's what.
But whatever happens, you're still my brother regardless, man. I'm proud of you too, man. Y'all doing a great job. The season's amazing. You know, how it looks so cinematic and, you know, it looks gritty and, you know what I'm saying? It got a great look. So shout out to Lena for doing that and putting on for Chicago.
And definitely to everybody that tunes in to support great stories that are about us, that we can relate to. We can look on screen and see our faces and things that we can understand and that we've been through. It's so powerful, and it can only continue if people support. So thank you so much to everybody who watches The Shy and comes on these talkbacks and just talks to us and just shows so much love, because we want to continue to bring great shows like this to TV because it's necessary. Who understands us better than us? It's only us. You know what I mean?
Come on and preach live. Go on
Thank
and preach
you.
the word, girl.
I'm learning.
And she has spoken.
Okay, listen. Let the church say amen, honey. That's a word.
And Tabitha, I'm gonna be coming to you for some advice about some other stuff. So
you come on anytime.
I'm gonna come over there and have some tea with you and get some knowledge. But thank you everybody for joining us. And next episode is the final episode.
Yes.
So get ready, brace yourself. Everybody have a great Sunday night. Corey, tell the family hi. Jacob, family hi. Tabitha, sending all the love. And we'll be back at it after the next episode.
Bye, Tabitha.
All right, bye y'all.
All right, bye guys.
All right, I'll see you guys.
God bless. Bye.